Hello, everyone. Today we are talking about, are you in a relationship with a borderline personality disordered person? If you are searching the web for answers and you're on this channel right now looking at this video, chances are you're in a toxic relationship. We normally don't have to Google why is someone acting irrational or illogical. It usually makes sense and we don't need to make or look for answers. Borderline personality disorder falls in the same cluster as the infamous narcissist, psychopath, and histrionic personality. These are people who are very mentally ill. They have a lifelong pattern of behaviors that are destructive to themselves and others. They don't seem to learn from these patterns. They don't seek help, and they will cause you inevitable harm. So some things you want to look out for in your relationship are, is your partner frequently causing you anguish and emotional pain? Chances are they are. Do you feel like you're tiptoeing around them? You're afraid to do things. You're afraid to say something wrong. You're afraid that if you do, it could cause accusation that's not true. They could withdraw from you. They could start giving you the silent treatment or even go into a full-blown rage. Do you feel like you can't share your thoughts with your partner? You can't be open and honest about the way you're feeling about things because somehow they're going to twist it around and blame you. Or the conversation is not going to be constructive. You might come to your partner and say, hey, when you did this, it really made me feel this way. And I just wanted to let you know. And somehow your partner is going to turn that around and they're going to make it all about them and their feelings and totally ignore yours. So you get blamed for everything in the relationship, even if it doesn't make sense. Are you accused of lying and cheating, even if there's absolutely no proof? So what happens with these people is they look for confirmation bias. They're usually projecting their own insecurities or the things that they're doing wrong in the relationship onto you. So if they're cheating or if they're afraid that you're cheating or if they have abandonment issues, they will look for anything in the environment to support their theory that that's what you're doing wrong, even if you can clearly show them that that's just not true. Most people sit down and talk about it. They say, hey, I really felt bad that you didn't text me back right away. But the borderline will just completely look for evidence that what they believe is true, and nothing you say, no amount of logic or rationale is going to change their mind. Do they frequently ignore you, give you the silent treatment, alternate between good behaviors, normal loving behaviors, and behaviors that are alienating, invalidating, unloving behaviors, so that alternating between the two behaviors is another telltale sign that the person you're with is suffering from a very serious mental illness. The silent treatment is very, very damaging. It triggers the same part of the brain that causes emotional pain as if you were to burn yourself or break a bone. If someone gives you the silent treatment, they're causing you the same emotional pain. They are very abusive, whether they have borderline personality, whether they're a narcissist, or they don't fit into any category at all. If they give you the silent treatment, they are very, very toxic and abusive. Just for those of you out there giving the silent treatment, you should know that is correlated, studies show now, with erectile dysfunction. So you might want to think again before you give your partner the silent treatment. Do you feel your partner switches, again, between being very cold, hostile, hateful, non-empathetic, someone who cares nothing about you, who doesn't even remember that yesterday you were loving each other and talking about getting married or having kids or going on a romantic vacation together, and now all of a sudden they hate you. They're cold, they're aloof, they are indifferent, they have absolutely no feeling towards you whatsoever, and you're just standing there like, what just happened? Do they accuse you of saying things that you never said? And when you try to reason with them, it becomes even more confusing. You try to say, hey, like, I don't really understand why you feel that way. And then all of a sudden you're just in what I'd like to call a word salad, or you're in this circular conversation that's going nowhere. And then you're the one who winds up apologizing or taking responsibility, just so that you could get back to being normal, to being loving, and just not having to go through this argument that is going absolutely nowhere, even though you know that you're in the right. Does your partner often ghost you, block you, the silent treatment again for extended periods of time? And then all of a sudden they're calling you up like after a week asking you to go to dinner, like nothing happened, right? You just had like this most amazing weekend. You couldn't have asked for a more amazing weekend with your partner. You did everything together. You talked about a future together. You show up at work on Monday and bam, there's a message on your phone. I don't know what's wrong. I just don't want to be in this relationship anymore. Please don't contact me again. And you're blocked and ghosted. That's not normal behavior. People don't act like that. That is a very serious mental illness. Do you feel like you're in the relationship with at least two different people? And what I've been talking about does sound like two different people. I love you. I hate you. You're my best friend. You are my enemy. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I never want to see you again. It's like being in a relationship with two different people. You just never know who you're going to get. Every morning you wake up, every time you walk in the house, every time you call them on the phone, you have no idea, is this going to be my loving partner, or is this going to be this person who is going to accuse me of things that aren't true and break up with me, or, be unhappy with something I've done that just seems to make no sense whatsoever. Are you the only one working on the relationship? You're constantly trying to make it work, and they're constantly moving the goalpost. They want you to, say goodnight every night so that they're not concerned about you. So you do that, and then it translates into something else. And then it's always about their feelings and how they feel, and never mind what makes you feel bad. That's just not important. It's always about their feelings, and you're constantly working on the relationship to make them feel better. You're walking on eggshells. You're working hard to make the relationship work, and you're getting nothing in return. You are pouring into a black hole. And you stay in this relationship because you keep believing, if I just keep showing them how much I love them, if I just keep showing them that they can trust me, eventually they're going to come around and I'm going to get that person, that good person, that loving person back. But that is a lie. It's not going to happen. That's the lie that you tell yourself to stay in this relationship, because you've already got so much invested. If you're experiencing any of the things that I've listed so far, there's a good chance you're in a relationship with a borderline personality. And if not, you are definitely in an abusive relationship. And this person will cause you inevitable harm.